Hello all my beautiful angels. Welcome back to my channel. It's me, your girl Shyla, back with another video. I hope that you all had an amazing week. I hope that you guys got to do something fun. My week was just workouts. There was nothing fun involved, just workouts and more workouts. I'm trying to work off Thanksgiving. We're gonna have a real quick video today, something quick, something short. I did a little Q&A, been posting questions for like all last week, and today we're filming the video for it. I didn't get a lot of responses, which didn't really shock me because I don't have a whole lot of followers. Our little family is still pretty small. But I am still going to answer the ones that I got, so it's going to be kind of quick. But then we're going to have some more fun stuff coming later on, maybe next week. But before we get going, please take a second, like and subscribe to the channel. Don't forget to hit the little bell button. That way you're notified whenever I post a new video. If you're new here, I post every Monday, every Friday, sometimes Wednesdays. And if you're returning, I appreciate every single one of you always coming back and supporting me and our little family. Also, don't forget to check out my Instagram. I post there all the time, almost every day. And I post up questions and stories and all kinds of fun stuff. So today we are going to get right into the questions. Like I said, we're doing a little Q&A today, and we're going to start out with some of the easier ones. I've got my questions right here on my little phone. So if you see me looking down, I'm looking at my phone. I'm not going to read off anybody's names because it doesn't seem like anybody does that. So I'm not going to read off anybody's names with it. So first question is, what is your favorite highlighter? As you guys know, I fucking love my highlighters. Excuse my language, that gets me excited. I love my highlighters, but if I had to pick just one highlighter as my favorite, it would be the Fenty Beauty Diamond Bomb in the How Many Carats. I don't think they have a different color of it, but just to be safe, it is the How Many Carats. You know, it's basically just shimmer. It doesn't really have a color. I use like so much of it. You could put so much of it on it. I'm not wearing it today, but I got a pretty ferocious highlight going today. I can see the reflections from the lighting. But I mean, and I put this everywhere. You could put it on when I wear a low cut shirt, I put it on my chest. I put it, I put it where I put my highlight. I put it in my inner corners. I put it in my upper brow. I put it everywhere, and you can use a lot of it. My favorite thing about it is that because it's basically just shimmer and doesn't really have a color, it goes with everything. You can wear it with reds, you can wear it with pinks, you can wear it when you're doing an easy day. Sometimes I like to do just an easy day of makeup and just do my tight line and a little bit of, and some highlighter, and you can call it a day. You can really, really turn any makeup look into looking like you put a lot of effort into it by putting some of this on it. So hands down, Fenty Beauty Diamond Bomb. It is my favorite highlighter right now. I love this stuff. Okay, so the next question is, what is your favorite lip product? This one I can't narrow down to just one because I have too many that I like. This is going to be a big shock to you, but they're all from Kylie. If you guys know me, you know how much I love Kylie. All my favorite lip products are from Kylie. I narrowed it down to 5. That's what I could narrow it down to. These are my 5 go-to lip products, and I pretty much have one. It's pretty much based on color and what I feel like wearing at the time. For instance, when I'm wearing a really, really bright pink eye and I want a darker lip because I'm going really bright with my eyes, I like to go with the 20 color because it's a really, really dark mauve. I absolutely love it. It's might be my favorite Kylie color out of all of these, it might be my favorite, but I do love to wear it anytime I'm wearing like a really pink eye or something with bright pinks in it. I'll do the mauve just to offset it. And for reds, like today, when I wear reds, autumn is my favorite color. I do like bright reds, but I like this color of red because it's a little more understated, and I don't feel like if I'm wearing like a really bold eye, like today I have the gold and the kind of a smoky look, not really smoky, but a little bit smoky. I feel like I'm not doing a bold eye and a bold lip, which I would get if I was wearing like a really, really bold red like a Mary Jo K. So I like to go with the autumn color because it's a little more understated, but it is still a nice red and it's a really pretty color. I really like it. And then if I don't really do a lot of nudes because I kind of feel with my skin complexion, it just doesn't look right. So when I want to do something kind of a nudie color, not with a whole lot of color in it, I go with the Dolce K because it's kind of like a darker nude color. It's not all the way to like a true brown K, but it's more like just like a dark color. I'm sure if you follow my Instagram, you've seen me wear it many, many, many times because I wear it all the time. Just if I'm doing a bold eye and I don't want to do color in my lips, I'll do this because it's just kind of like a darky neutral color. And then for my 2 glosses, I don't wear a lot of glosses, but when I do wear glosses, my go-to glosses is the Cupid gloss from the Christmas collection last year, which is just a pink shimmer. I love this gloss. Like so much. I've gone through like 2 or 3 of these already because I absolutely love this gloss. This is my favorite. And this new one that just came out, the Snow Sparkle in this year's Christmas collection, this bumped into my top favorites just because I love that it's just kind of like a neutral iridescent shimmer. It goes with everything. It's kind of like the Diamond Bomb, and it actually pairs really well with the Diamond Bomb. If you're just wanting to do like an easy look, like an everyday look, and you just do your tight line and do some Diamond Bomb and do some of this on top of it to really bring out your eyes because it's the iridescent shimmer. It really is such a pretty color, and it will go with anything that you want it to go with because there's no color to it. It just gives your lips that iridescent shimmer if you like a bold lip. And I know this question wasn't asked, but I'm going to answer it anyway. A little bonus answer for you guys. My go-to perfumes are the Victoria's Secret Bombshell and the Victoria's Secret Tease. These are my go-to for perfumes. I also have the lotions to go with them because when I do wear them, I generally like to do the lotion first and then put the perfume on top of it, just to give that extra smell. And before any of you get offended, I am not... if any of you are going to bring up Victoria's Secret, I am not going to stop doing something that makes me feel good, because Victoria's Secret stuff, the perfumes, the bras, the undies, that stuff makes me feel confident and it makes me feel good about myself and it makes me feel sexy. And I am not about to let one small-minded, insignificant person take that away from me. Especially for this year that I have had lost too much of stuff that I care about that makes me feel good to people that think exactly like that. So I am not about to let him take that away from me. I am still going to wear the stuff and I am going to rock it. Obviously don't agree with it. I'm sure you guys know, but I am not going to let that take away from my thoughts on it. So now that we've gone through that, we're going to get into a couple more serious questions. Now we're going to get into some serious questions. First question is your son adopted? My son is not adopted. He is 100% product of Zion. Homegrown. He wasn't part of the Matrix. He wasn't grown in the baby fields. He was 100% homegrown. His other mom lives about 3 miles away. He lives with me all the time, but 100% homegrown, just what it is, you know. I hope that answers your question. Definitely not adopted. Okay, and then I've got a couple here that kind of run together because they're kind of asking a similar question. So I had a question this morning on YouTube, and it was, what do I do for a living? Right now, I don't really do much for a living. I work on my social media, which is actually really hard work. You girls that have been working on this and do this, like whoever put, like the girls that post every single day, like Carissa Nicole, kudos to you, because you have no, unless you actually do YouTube, you have no idea how much work it is, like doing the filming and doing the editing and planning it all out. It is doing the uploading. It is so much work to do it all. It is not, it is, trust me, it is work. It is not like just some like easy, like casual hobby. It takes a lot to get everything going for this. But I did work as finance in the car business for like 16 years. You know, I did it for a long time, and I don't do that anymore. And I'm going to go back to work at some time, but I have my surgery coming. So right now, I just have my savings and my retirement that I use, and I am affiliated with an all naturally based hair care product line that I do stuff with, and that's just kind of my source of income. And I'm working on growing my social media. After my surgery, I'll get back into it, see what I want to do. I'm not very passionate about the car business anymore. It's not really a productive environment or a good environment for someone who is like me, because it is such a male-oriented, good old boy type of environment in the car business. Trust me, it is not. It used to be something I was really into, but it's definitely not anymore. And Then I am also asked how old my son is. My son is 16. He'll be 17 in June. So he is not young. He is definitely big, and he's very protective of me. And then I was asked, how is my son supportive of my transition? And that kind of runs into the other question, which was, how does your son feel about your transition? I got asked that by 2 different people. So my son at first, you know, he's lived with me full time for like the last 4 years, and I told him that I was transgender, you know, before he went to high school, the summer before he went to high school, and at first it was hard for him. And I mean, he seemed okay with it, but it was hard for him. But the further along it's got, and I really think that me being home for this time when I've been off work and being home every day as opposed to working 60 hours a week like I used to work, has been really good for our relationship. And I think that he's really gotten used to the dynamic of me, of being supportive and understanding that I am a girl. And I could tell that based on the way, you know, because he's 16, based on the way he like wrestles and treats me and tries to not be as rough and aggressive as like he used to be, because, you know, when he punches me and it actually does hurt me, you know, he'll lighten it up, or, you know, that's how I know that he's being supportive. And he doesn't have a problem being seen with me. He doesn't have a problem being out with me in public. He's not embarrassed of me. He's not embarrassed to have me around his friends. So, you know, I would say that he's supportive, and it was really hard because it's just me and him. But, you know, it is what it is. Hopefully, especially with today's world and today's youth, it's so mainstream that I don't think it's that difficult anymore, especially if you're older like me and you're worried about your kids and coming out and living your true life. I don't think it's going to be as hard as you think, just because of how mainstream and accepted it is with the younger generation, as opposed to like an older generation like mine and Trump. But other than that, that was the last question. Oh, I had one other question. I didn't really understand it. It was, what is your real story? So my real story was, I was living my life every day. I was working out of a cubicle, working on computers at night. I would like work on computer hacks, and then I met up with this guy who was like really big in the computer hacking world, and he offered me 2 different pills, and I took one of them, told me he would just offer me the truth, and I woke up and I was a girl. That's the real story. That's what it is. That's what happened. Other than that, we're all done. Like I said, real quick video. If you guys have any other questions, drop them down below and I will do my best to answer them. I do have some more fun stuff coming this month. I've got some makeup looks coming. I've got the Kylie Christmas collection. I was thinking about doing like a Christmas party glam makeup for all of you that are going to any Christmas parties. I am not. And also I'm gonna do a pretty big haul video on my Black Friday spendings. I still have stuff rolling in. Who knows how long I'm gonna have packages rolling in for. I've seriously bought way too much. Other than that, I hope you guys liked the video. And hopefully next time we do another Q&A, we'll get more questions. And other than that, enjoy the rest of your weekend, and I will see you guys on Monday. Love you all.